Okay, Ross, let's go for this. Okay, thank you for giving up your time. It's a gorgeous sunny day. You're probably desperate to get out and enjoy the slightly new freedom we've got courtesy of Nicola yesterday.
Uh,
Have you any plans to meet up with anybody? At a safe
um,
distance, of course.
Not at the moment, but that might change as the weeks progress.
Yeah, I think it will because it sounds like it's safe for us to do it and meet people in a park or if they have a garden, as long as you keep 6 feet away from them. So you can meet people from another household or one other person from another household. So you might be in a position to go and catch up with members, Ross, maybe one at a time. So that's something, especially when the weather's good. So, Ross, can I start off? Just first question is just to ask you, what's your experience of being in lockdown?
Well, before I was in lockdown, I was extremely busy going, travelling about the place. But since lockdown, I've been forced to mostly stay at home, and that's been a bit tough for me because I'd rather be outside, doing stuff, meeting up with members and stuff like that. But so I would say it's very hard, for me,
Yeah.
to begin with, but as the weeks have progressed, I've managed to sort of get used to what the lockdown has brought. So I would rather it ended, but
Of course.
it's kind of tough. It's still tough for me,
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine. It's tough on everybody, isn't it? It's such a unusual situation to be in that we couldn't have prepared for this, what would this would be like, eh? So I was going to ask Ross just about what's your experience of the network and how are things different in the network just now with you?
Um, well, before lockdown, the network was, doing stuff, but then, during the lockdown, we've had to try and use WhatsApp to keep everyone connected through video calling and audio calling, and that's been, kind of like the thing that members have to use to try and, catch up with other members and keep connected. So that's, we've been doing a lot of good games as well. We've been doing a lot of stuff as well. Very interesting. So it's been a lot of fun, despite
That's
the lockdown being in place. So yeah.
that's good. And what's your experience of using digital skills, Ross? You brought some stuff to the table, didn't you? You already had some skills and knowledge before lockdown.
Mm.
Tell me a wee bit about that.
Well, before lockdown, obviously, long before lockdown, actually, I had a lot of skills using social media and technology and things like that, and it was very beneficial to other members. I'm just passing on this information and experience to them, and the other members, that is, they've actually learned a lot off me because of what I've brought
Yeah.
to the table, so to speak. So yes, I'm really experienced, with regards to technology.
Okay. And what information are you getting through at the moment through sort of digital means?
The information I'm getting through at the moment, again, this is through WhatsApp, is through, like the likes of the workers, the members, I'm getting information off of that. And that's how I manage to get my news, my information, my activities, things throughout the week. If I open WhatsApp and there's a lot of messages, that come through, and that's how I get my information. Mm.
And what sort of activities, give me some examples of the activities you've been taking part in using WhatsApp or some of the digital platforms?
Well, using WhatsApp, I've taken part in activities such as bingo. A lot of members are big onto that, and we've been doing that. And another example would probably be we've done a sing-along as well, because a lot of members are good at, well, not good, I'd say, but very interested in singing. So we've done that as well. And those are just two examples that we've been doing, just to try and pass the time and, keep connected.
Okay. And have you learned anything new, any new skills?
Um,
Discovered that you've got a wonderful singing voice, for example?
Yes, well, before lockdown anyway, I actually had existing skills in place. So I have to say that even during lockdown, the skills that you had to learn, they were nothing new to me, but they were new to the other members because they hadn't actually used WhatsApp before lockdown. So it's been a new sort of thing for them, a new experience for them.
Okay, and it's been great to have people who are confident using the tools, Ross. That's probably helped your colleagues along, hasn't it? be more confident about using things like WhatsApp to stay connected, I imagine.
Absolutely, it's been a very big benefit to the other members, to have WhatsApp in place.
Yeah.
I'd imagine they'd probably get help from somewhere else, to use the sort of platforms that are in place. But once they've got that, they've managed to use it to their advantage, to their benefit, to manage to keep in contact, connected with the other members, and that's been very good for them.
Yeah. Can I ask you, Ross, about your connections? Because obviously you're quite a very connected bunch locally in your network. Have you made any new connections or caught up with anybody new that you didn't really know before since lockdown using the digital platforms?
Not really. To be honest with you, we've not really been introduced to anyone that's new or unfamiliar. So it's just been the existing sort of members that we've been in contact with at the moment. Maybe that will change as time progresses, but at the moment it's just the current ones.
So it's the same sort of familiar faces that you would have met out publicly before, but you're seeing across the screen instead.
Yeah, it's basically the only change is that we're doing it through WhatsApp and not through physical means. But yeah, that's what we're doing.
And how many times a week would you say that you got together with people? Each
I'd say at the moment every day. We're doing
every day.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's really good to hear. You talked earlier, Ross, about the experience of lockdown being difficult. What's challenged you most, would you say?
The fact that most of the time I'm being asked to stay indoors by the government, and that's been a bit of a challenge for me because I don't really like staying indoors for that length of time. I'd rather be out and about doing stuff, meeting up with other people, and basically doing something with my life. It's not easy being indoors for a very long time. It really isn't.
No. Do you get the chance to go out and walk locally?
When I have a spare moment, yes, I do tend to walk locally. I do tend to try and get my exercise in, and I try and do it for at least an hour, so I get a lot of exercise in. So yes, I try and when I'm outside, that is to get the exercise in so that I'm not bored and not down.
You would have heard Nicola's announcement yesterday, Ross, that the lockdown and situation in Scotland's been slightly eased, that you can now meet up with somebody in the park and you can sunbathe and sit and talk to people as long as you keep the 2 metres apart. What kind of difference do you think that will make, Ross?
I think it will make a big difference to many people's lives, that they've been allowed to do that. Because, like myself, they've probably been a bit fed up with being indoors most of the time. So possibly when that goes, well, it's in place just now, but they'll probably see a big difference, and they'll probably be a bit more happier that's now in place.
Okay. And just a final question for you. We've all been through this extraordinary experience and we're learning to sort of communicate in different ways with one another. What do you think life might be like for us all once lockdown ends? How do you think we might have changed?
Oh, to be honest with you, I've no crystal ball, so I can't really say, what will happen. So I'm guessing most things will go back to normal, but I'm also guessing that possibly there might be a few. I'd like to think there won't be, but there might well be. So this is just my guess. That's what's going to happen in the future.
I had some feedback early in the week from another member who said that she was actually doing more now in lockdown than she did before previously because of the opportunity to connect up digitally. Do you think that going forward, that even when we come out of lockdown, people still might want to get together using WhatsApp and those platforms in addition to seeing people face to face?
Absolutely. Since they've got the experience of using WhatsApp and other platforms, they'll want to continue using it and try and be connected through other means instead of going out them. So yes, they'll want to continue doing that.
Yep. Thank you. Ross, do you have any feedback for neighbourhood networks for us? Any kind of thoughts you've had or ideas you have for us going forward, or any words of wisdom to keep us all going?
Well, the words of wisdom would probably be keep doing what you're doing, because I think the members are actually enjoying it and are finding it beneficial. That's what I would say.
Okay. Well, listen, Ross, thank you. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Mhm.
I hope you've enjoyed being interviewed.
Have.
Right, and we'll fingers crossed that we've managed to record this. So stay online, okay?